Hey, welcome back everybody to Agrarian Skies 2. First off, I wanted to say a big thank you to everybody for all the likes. You guys are amazing. I was blown away by how many likes the video got, the last one. And also your kind comments. It makes me feel really good. Thank you very much for your support. And yeah, so let's get going. I did a bunch of grinding between episodes. But what I want to get started with first today is something that has been bugging me. Let me check in here. You guys see the salad right here. These are like half stacks and the carrots are always full. And sometimes the lettuce here, gets used up and then it fills with carrots. Because for some reason, I'm guessing it's because you get multiple carrots. Let's check here real quick. Yeah. You see I get 4 carrots. I thought that I also get 4 lettuce, yeah. So I'm not sure why it cannot keep up. It is, I think there's even, yeah, it's the exact same amount of carrots, and see this is the row in the middle, one half is salad, the other one is carrots. So it should be equal, but I'm not sure what's going on. And that got me thinking that it's possible that, as far as I know, is when this is full with sludge, these harvesters, they're slower. When you remove the sludge, apparently they are faster. And I wanted to give this a try today, but there's not really any void pipes or something. So we're just going to use QDSs, the quest delivery system. And if you don't select a quest, whatever you pump in there via pipes or hopper or whatever, it just gets voided. How are we going to do this over here? We just go upwards. I hope that's not going to cause any problems. Nah, it shouldn't. Alright, and so because this grinder is always full also with sludge, over here it's not as important, but I want to do them the same way. Alright, you see it's instantly filling. Bam! I don't even need the servos I brought. And it's empty. Sweet. And then let's do the same thing over here and check if it's possibly actually going to speed this up, the harvesting process. And as far as I know, oh, you know what? That might not even make a difference, because when the harvester cannot output, I think that it will actually stop. And it's possible because the carrots are first and it can't put any more. If it's in a carrot aisle here, it always goes from this end to this end, and it goes from this side over to that one. So it's going up the first row, then coming back second row, and so on. So that might actually not be helping at all when it just gets stuck on carrots. Huh. Well, another thing we could do is I could add void upgrades to these 2 barrels down here. So then it can always just pump this out and just simply void the excess carrots and salad right here. I think I'm gonna do that. And eventually I think we're gonna make use of the sludge, but I don't know for what yet. And I've also had this running. It barely's done anything. Huh. Another book, tons of fish. I'm gonna have to check what's in these here eventually. Couple bows, so nothing different. I turned it on again because with the updates in Agrarian Skies 2, sometimes, they remove stuff like the blood shards coming from soul sand. And I figured maybe they added something to the fishery, Jaded Cat. But didn't, as far as I can tell. So, what did I do in between episodes? The only thing I did here was I made mana pool. I diluted one and then made a regular one. And I set up 3 day blooms right now. So just we're getting a little mana. I barely have anything in here, you guys can see. But it's going to be enough to transform some petals and so on. And you guys also let me know in the comments, which I agree on. You want to see more blood magic than Botania for now at least. Because, I just did the regrowth, which had, tons of Botania in it. We did a lot of it. So I agree, but I do want to get something done here today with Botania, because you guys remember last episode I told you I wanted a magnet. First thing this episode, well, there's this magnet right here, the mysterious magnet, and I think this is one of the oldest magnets in the game that came from a mod. If it's not the oldest, I'm not sure. It's been around forever and it works, and there's different levels. The higher the level, first one you make with 2 compasses, then this dimensional singularity, which we could all make and so on. But I am not a fan of this magnet anymore. Every time you upgrade it, by the way, the radius gets larger, I think. And, you know, the next one just takes 2 magnets with this stuff. And then the next one takes 2 of the higher ones and so on. So it's... the cost isn't bad, but it does add up. But what I don't like about it is the noise. Every time you suck in an item, it goes... Vroom, vroom. It drives me bonkers. And it's also... like items fall first and then actually get sucked to you. And, well, ring of magnetization. That's what I want to go after. I think that's what we need to do. But for this, you know, we need mana lenses, which costs us mana steel, and also mana steel for the actual ring. So I'm going to need a little mana. And I'm going to be happy when I just get to that. There isn't that much I really want from Botania here on a sky block. But let's get going with this. And in order to do that, we're gonna turn in these 2 quests. First, the mana pool, because I made a mana pool and a mana spreader. We get a mana pump, which I don't have any use for right now. It's nice, it works with mana pool rail cards and so on. And of course I got some for the day bloom. Oh, I get 2 more. And you guys might have noticed that over here it's all grass now. I went around and broke all the flowers and rebone meal because I wanted the Botania flowers to stick out. You know, there was a bunch of the poppies, and what are the yellow ones called? Dandelions, yeah, and then also the white daisies and so on, which, by the way, every time I broke them, they turned into dandelions in my inventory, so I'm not sure what's up with that. But this way, you know, we can actually tell the Botania flowers apart instead of having it... where are we gonna put this one? Let's put it right there. Ooh, seed. You cannot put them next to each other, otherwise they are... not gonna produce as much mana as if you put them diagonally. Alright, cool. So, now the other thing is the next one here is we need to do is a Hydrogena. And all the other ones here, I'm not gonna care about much. I would really like to get into brewing. You guys see I made 2 more brew stands. We had one already. Here just make awkward potions, and then here I use the gas tier to make the regen potions. And then make it with glowstone, the regen 2, which I've been using for the blood magic altar when I was making a bunch of slates. So eventually I want to get into, you know, the brewing from Botania, because these flasks here, or the vials, and also flasks then when you have an Alpine portal, they're really cool. They have 4 charges, these have 6, and they do the same thing than the vanilla potions, but you know, you don't need to carry multiples around with you. But we're not gonna do this today. We need to make 1 Hydrogena, and we get one of the rewards. So I want to make 3, because with 4 you can put it around 1 pool, and that's a little extra mana. And let me just get here real quick. I know I could look it up in the book, but NEI is so nice, which is, you know, blue petals, cyan, and pink, and that's why I got all these. But I only have enough for 2 Hydrogenas. All right, then we're only gonna make 3 for now, which is fine. Let me go ahead and craft these up. Seeds, by the way, is kind of funny. I'm like, oh man, where am I gonna get seeds from? I barely have any seeds in the ME. I don't think that I can use cactus seeds and so on for the Petal Apothecary, and then I'm like, duh, just take pumpkins. They give us tons and tons of seeds right there. You know, this is, I think, 6, yeah. You get 4 seeds per pumpkin, so there's our pumpkin shortage is gone. So let me go ahead and make these 2 Hydrogenas real quick. Okay, I just crafted these Hydrogenas and also made the structural upgrades for these 2 barrels. I checked the chest up there. The salad is still not able to catch up. So I'm just worried, you know, that not paying attention one day, maybe I'll run out of salads. So all I have is left is carrots. And then by the time I find out, whoops, something is going wrong, that possibly, you know, I'm out of salad completely and then I'm falling behind and so on. So I'm just going to go ahead and make these now void upgrades. You guys are going to see this endlessly streaming down here. It's going to slowly empty out the whole chest. It's not a very speedy server I put up. I put up there. I didn't put a server. Let's check this real quick. And then, you know, it should consistently harvest everything. So now, yeah. See, now that it has room, look how fast this harvests now with everything. Yeah, this is much better. I feel good that this is good now. So now I made these 2 Hydrogenas. That's all the flowers I had for them, and we can get a 3rd one right there. Okay, this flask I'm gonna put away for now. It's really nice to have for Botania. I might leave it here. Yeah. By the time we kill a wither boss, we should be able to make our own flask. Or should be able to refill this one, I should say. So, oh yeah, I'm a knucklehead. I forgot. I need, do I have any grass? I don't need grass, but I know I don't have any dirt in the ME as far as I know. I need to, oops, this is dangerous here. Woo. Bam, I gotta be able to place these. I did prepare the area. There's 2. And over here, I leave it for now because I only have 3 hydrogenas. So that's all I'm going to place for now. And I am hoping that the last one can reach this mana spreader. But we'll see in a minute. Right there's one. Alright, start sucking. Come on. Don't tell me what's going on. It looks like it's doing something. Where's my wand? Can it not reach this? What? What's happening? Is there something in your way? Why aren't you producing? Is it producing? Come on. I don't think it is. Even though you see the blue particle effect. So, I forgot. One of the recent Botania updates, I believe it was made so you don't have the block updates anymore. I forgot about that, so you don't see actually when it's sucking up. So this one is connected. Are you able to reach this over there? I can see the outline. I don't think it can. So I'm gonna have to... Well, I can leave the flowers there. Let's just do this here. Let's break this glass and bring it right there. And then I think it can reach it. And tie it back to this mana pool. You can reach it, right? Nothing in your way. Yeah, it shows you mana pool right there. And now let's see. Yeah, it can reach. Cool. So these are connected in a few day blooms. And that's as much of this passive stuff I want to make. But I want to have more mana still. I really do. But I want to make it more on demand. And for that, I really want to make... Actually... I don't think there's a quest for it. No. Alright, we're done with these quests here for now. So I can take this off. And let's go back to Botania right there. I want to make a few of the Endoflames. That's why I have these colors down here. And the Endoflames will make with the brown. So I need red. So 2 red, 2 brown, and gray. Let's break these up real quick. Just so I see how much I have. Okay, so 2 per. 2 per. Alright, so I can make enough for... Looks like 2 of them. Was it just 5? 5 petals? That's it? Yes. Alright, and 2 brown and 2 red need to be mana petals. So let's toss these in there. Bam and bam. And I'll go ahead and make these 2 Endoflames here real quick. Alright, these are made. And let's put them, let's see here real quick. I got a bunch of other stuff here you guys can see. Let me get, oh yeah, I forgot. We need to make one more item here. And that is an open crate real quick. And that's very easy to make. Let me just get some living. I'm gonna need 7 of these planks. Come on, give it to me. And bam, there's an open crate, which is like a dropper. But much better. You'll see in a second. And for this one, I might be able to use the same spreader right there. Let's see if we can get this to work. Just figure out where I want to put that. Let me give you a little room here. So right there is where I'm going to put the pressure plate. And then one out. No, I need to put it there. Okay, we're going to have a pressure plate right there. A redstone trail. And then I brought these 2 right there. Bam. And let me get this up there. Bam. Another one and right there. Cool. And now we can put this open crate right above this one right there. And put the hopper on top. You guys can probably tell that I have done this a few times before. Now what's going to happen here is I'm going to put coal up in here. Okay, let me just put these petals right there. You see one petal gets dispensed. It sits now on the pressure plate, and it disables this redstone torch, which enables this one, which shuts off the hopper so nothing else comes in. I pick it up, it unlocks it, drops another one. So that is what this is for. And let me just get all these out again. All right. And now, of course, we're gonna need to plant our flowers here real quick. And why don't we just put them right there and right there. All right. And that should generate us a nice little amount of mana here for our purposes. You guys see one coal falls down. It's gonna get sucked up by this right there. The other one is gonna be sucked up by that one over there. And now I just have one sitting on the ground. That's what this whole contraption is for. So whenever one gets used, the next one gets dispensed, and I don't have a million coal laying around on the floor. So now let's check here real quick. All right, this guy's definitely still able to keep up, which is nice. I think when you have 3 endo flames, it's as much as 1 mana spreader can handle. So with 3 plus these flowers plus the hydrogenas, I might be, you know, falling behind, but it's working now. And I wanted to get this going so we can continue over here, and this is generating me mana in the meantime. Let's get rid of all this gobbledygook. And all right, so I don't need the mana pearl. I was gonna make the runic altar, but we need more mana for that first. And I don't need you either. So what did I do here? Honestly, guys, don't waste your materials on making one of these. I don't think it's worth it. I've been, like I showed you earlier, running on these potions over here mostly. And I don't have any proof, but I feel like when my saturation is full, okay, that's not the actual chicken legs, it's the yellow outline around the chicken legs, that's the saturation. You regen health very quickly. It's really cool how fast it works. And let me just fill some in here while we're at it. So usually when I do blood magic, you know, I try to upgrade my altar as fast as I can. And usually, let's check here real quick. The blood magic, no. All right, let me do it this way here. Item subsets, blood magic, bam. Aha. There's a lot more gobbledygook here. Alchemical wizardry. I usually try to go for, what is this called? That sword, not the blunt blade. The other one, the sacrificial, the creative. Wow, I didn't know that exists. Where is it? There it is. The dagger of sacrifice. And you did in tier 2 with 3000 LP. Okay, and it's very nice to use something like an auto spawner or something like that, right? And then just use those above the altar. What works really well is if you have a villager spawner above it and do that. But this time around, I decided I'm gonna keep going until we can make the Well of Suffering, which is at tier 4. So now we're at tier 2, 3, 4. Once we get down here, I'm pretty sure it's tier 4. Is there a way I can find out? Only if I make the divine ritual diviner. Well, I'm just gonna keep going with the idea I had, and that is I want to replace these 8 right now with the runes of self-sacrifice right there. Rune of self-sacrifice, which requires us to make these reinforced slates, which is a regular slate in the blood altar, to upgrade them in them. And that's what I did here. You guys see I got 16 reinforced slates, which is enough for our 8 runes of self-sacrifice, because that means every time I stab myself, I get more blood in here. So it's much quicker. And I have not done this before, actually. So I'm actually wanted to try this out. And yeah, no reason I can just break these right now. And you guys also see I got some stuff ready for automation, which we'll set up in just a second. 8. All right, I got those 8 back. And these 8 are not going to go bad. We can use those for the rune of speed. Right there, speed runes. It takes one of them. And I'd like to make a few of those also here, because it's going to help me make these slates much quicker, as we'll need a lot of slates to upgrade this. Okay, so let's go ahead and actually the quest book is going to give me one, I believe, for some quest here. Let's see real quick. Mystical blood. Oh, cool. We can turn this one in because I made reinforced slates. And yeah, there we go. I'm gonna pick this one right there, right now. Sacrifice and blood runes. Yeah, we'll just go with this one. So I only need to make 7. And what is next here? Water sigil, imbued. Nah, we could also make the magnet. Sigil of magnetism. That's a bummer. But I don't know if this needs blood every time you suck something up. We can just make them both. Who cares? We'll make the Botania version and this one here. So let's go ahead and make this one right there. Oh, I forgot to make the next level orb. So I gotta make this real quick. And I believe it takes... I think it was 5,000 LP, wasn't it? Let's check. Where's the orbs? This one right there. Yeah, 5,000. Yeah. Booger. I gotta put these back. And I can actually use the 1 already. So I get a little something extra already. But I gotta make it to tier 2 again. Otherwise I cannot make it. And I guess we can test this real quick. We have 6,800 with one of these self-sacrifice. I didn't do anything. What? That makes no sense. It was 200 before. Why would it still be 200? Does that make sense to anybody? Shouldn't it go up? Alright, let's go ahead and chuck this emerald in here. We got enough LP to make the next orb. A really nice fella on IRC helped me out and said that these corner pieces here on the tier 2 ring are not counted until you upgrade it to tier 3. Once you're tier 3 or above, every rune is taken into consideration, you know, speed, sacrifice, self-sacrifice, and so on. So nothing we put in here right now will get counted besides, hey, it's an actual tier 2 altar. But I did make the other 4 self-sacrifice, and we're going to place them for now, just so they're there already, and once it's tier 3, it's going to get used. So let's place these real quick. So it's a tier 2 again. And now before I get busy making, I figured what I want to do is, I think I'm going to start with 2, 4, 6, 8. 8 speed runes and 3, 6, 9, 12. 12 runes of sacrifice. Eventually these right here are going to be replaced with either speed or sacrifice again, because eventually the self-sacrifice is not needed anymore because I will not poke myself. It's going to be all witches that we're going to use with a well of sacrifice. But in order to get that first, I wanted to automate the output. The input I'm not automating yet. That is really good for when you have very fast LP generation, because how do I explain this? Let me just show you guys. You know, when I have, let's just go with 2 stones. I want to make 2 slates. I can only click the altar 1 time. I cannot click it a second time. So I can only put in 1 item at a time by hand. But if you pump in items, you can do multiple items at a time. For example, 2, you know, 3, 10, 64, however much you want. Well, no more than 64 because that's a stack. But I want to automate the output. And for that, we got the servo. So, and you'll see in a second why. Right now, I just want to make regular slates because I'm going to need a lot more to get all the reinforced slates. And I set it to whitelist and only pull out blank slates. Okay. What that does is now when I put a stone in here, nothing happens. It doesn't get pulled out. Otherwise, you know, it stops. And as soon as this turns into a regular slate, it will get pumped out. And of course, I forgot to set the redstone to ignored. And come on. Whitelist. Okay, there it goes. It just took a second to update. And it goes in here. Because now I can just stand here with these 2 items. You know, constantly poke myself to get more LP in there. and just place one after another. Once this is out, I just place it again, so I don't need to take it out by hand. It's just a lazy factor. And I'll go ahead and get everything ready for these next 20 runes, and then we can upgrade it to tier 3. I finished adding all the runes to make it a tier 3. So we put 12 runes of sacrifice and 8 speed runes. And to finish this, to make it a tier 3, if you guys check here right now, you'll see it still shows tier 2. What we need over here in these corners is the glowstone blocks. This first one needs to be glowstone blocks, this one needs to be this bloodstone, and like I mentioned last episode, I don't know what goes under tier 6 yet. It's some purple looking block, and I'll look into that once we get close to it. And now when you check it, it's a tier 3. That is awesome. So we're getting there, we need one more tier, and between episodes I am gonna work on getting all these runes done, and I'm most likely gonna stick with only runes of sacrifice, because once we finish this tier, then we're gonna set up the Well of Suffering. I think that's what it's called, yeah, not Well of Sacrifice, I think that's what I called it earlier, it's the Well of Suffering, and then we are gonna have, you know, constant supply of LP, and that's gonna make blood magic a lot easier. Now that we have it here, I wanted to make one sigil today that is really helpful no matter where you are in a skyblock or regular world, and that's the water sigil. And there's also a quest for this. By the way, let's turn in some quests here first. I think there's 2, yeah, right here. The rune of self-sacrifice, we get another one, okay. And then rune of sacrifice, which gives us 4 blood runes, which I can use for something later on. And sanguine scientium. I don't know how to pronounce that. What is that book all about? Let's see. It's an empty book. What? No. Oh, that's where I already have this book. We already had this right there. Where is it? Yeah, right here. I looked through this earlier, trying to get more information on that problem we had with the corner runes right there. Anyways, let's go ahead and make this water sigil now, and that's gonna be really handy. And let's turn in the quest for this also. I know it's also gonna be a quest, and we get a water infused stone. Okay, that's good for Thaumcraft when we get started with that. That's gonna be helpful. Do we actually have shards? I got a few shards from the nether, it looks like. These earth shards, oh yeah, I keep getting these from the repeatable kill quests right here under Mob Hunter. Is it the zombie? No. Is it this one? Yes, the brain zombies, the angry zombies, I think that's what they're called, and we get these earth shards, excuse me. Alright, so now that we have the Mob Hunter done here, I just want to check here. Oh, sorry, Mystical Blood done. What is next in stock here? Bloodlight. A sigil of the blood lamp. I was looking into this. I was wondering if mobs can destroy the light you place with this sigil. So let's check real quick what it takes to make this sigil. Maybe we can get that done. No, I gotta make some imbued slate, which we can now make. Tier 3, 5000 LP. So I'll make those between episodes, and then we can make the sigil of the blood lamp next time. But another thing I want to get done today. And where was this quest reward that I saw? I thought there was a quest reward. There was assembly line. There it is. We have this for a while here. That's from the auto spawner, where we made a safari net in the auto spawner, and we get another safari net and a full heart. I wanted to claim this full heart. I always check to make sure it's not a rotten heart, because I'd like to. I took out these 5 from the fishery chest and the 6th one just now from the quest, and I got some regular safari nets, and I want to open these here at the end of the episode over there. But we still need our magnet. That's what we set all this up for. You guys see we got tons of mana, and there's still more coal. I put in 2 more stacks, so altogether we are going on the 4th stack now. Yeah, and check it out, over half a mana pool, which is really cool. So I'm gonna take these 32 iron ingots and just turn them all into mana steel. Hey, let it rain. Okay, cool. So now we got this, and now we can make our ring of magnetization. Finally. Ah, so awesome. of magnetization. There it is. Requires a metal lens. Do I have any glass panes? Yes, sweet. Let's put that in there. And just iron and gold. That should not be a problem. And bam! Awesome. I love it. And this one we can put into the bobble slot, the ring slot. And now when you toss something, I think it's a 2 or 3 second delay. When you toss something, it will not pick it up. And now you see it sucked it up. And anything else that, you know, let's see right here, for example, I cannot harvest anything that's all. Well, just take my word for it. When I stay far enough away, you see this? It automatically draws it to me. You guys see the particle effects, the red and blue sparks. Sweet! I'm happy. Finally, you know, on a sky block, it's quite important to have a magnet, I think, and we finally have it. Okay. Oh yeah, I was gonna show you guys the water sigil. Let's put it right here. Bam. The water sigil, anywhere you place it, it places a water source block. And of course that takes some LP out of the network. When you check right here, you guys see we have 500 LP now. Let's replace this. Bam. How much do we have now? It costs 100 LP out of the network every time you do that. Soon it won't be a problem. I just gotta, you know what, let's just do this real quick. The way you can get a lot of LP in the network is this altar has 10,000. I filled it up earlier. And then we can simply take the blood orb and place it in there. And now you see it sucks it all up. And when you check here, our regular network is going up. And I'm going to suck this all up here. It's not bad to have it, because otherwise when you don't have any LP in your network, you can actually kill yourself, you know, because it's going to start hurting you. And let me just sleep to make it day. And we'll open these safari nets as the last thing today. Because you know, there could be something cool in there. I just gotta kill off all these knuckleheads real quick. Yeah. Sorry, guys. It's just a video game. These are not real. Hey. And now with the magnet, I don't need to worry about picking anything up. Cool. Whoops. Almost. I placed water. I didn't want to do that. Let me take that off. Okay, so I'm going to take a regular net and just have the reusable ready. You know, in case I get something cool. I don't know, like a blizz or something. I don't know what you can get. Just a sheep, so kill you. And this one, a cow. We're most likely not going to get anything cool, which is a bummer. Whoa. I am taking him. Bam. Got him captured. Now we can put this in the grinder if we want to and get unlimited slime balls. Even though we have the saplings, those slime tree saplings. Ooh, a bat. I don't think that's important. I'm going to try capturing it anyway. Come on. Yeah, see you later, buddy. I'm not catching it. And last one, another sheep. Cool. Well, guys, that is it for today. This is where we're going to wrap up. And next episode, we continue with both a little bit of Botania and, of course, blood magic. I want to get to the Well of Sacrifice and, of course, Well of Suffering. I called it the Sacrifice again. It's the Well of Suffering because I want to get into blood armor. I want to make myself the nice armor because, well, what we're having is not really that good. And I have to figure out what we can do about flight once we get the chest piece. There's flasks we can make with blood magic, but yeah, I'd like to have the, you know, always flight possibility, but there's a couple of other options we can do, like do we have an angel ring? Yes. What does it take? Just another star and stuff. I don't think that we have a whatchamacallit, sigil yet, right? No, but that's okay because we do have, I don't have any wither skeleton skulls. Okay, so I'm gonna probably have to make myself a cleaver. Did I make a cleaver? Maybe I did already. Yep, already have a cleaver. So all I gotta do is summon the wither skellies over here and kill them by hand. And we'll find out. Oh, of course the coal is now flying after me. So I'm gonna have to make one of these new flowers. that you can place over here. I forgot what the name is of that flower, but there's a new Botania flower that disables all magnets things in the area, and that way the coal that drops over there won't get picked up. Anyways, guys, hope you enjoyed the episode, and don't forget to give me a like if you had fun watching it. It really helps out the channel. I did not used to ask for likes, but with the recent changes to YouTube, it's really important to get a lot of likes on your videos. So if you guys like the video, I really appreciate it if you thumb it up. And otherwise, I'll catch you in the next episode. Take care, stay safe, and bye-bye.